I love packing.
बताइए.
So when you start out traveling on a motorcycle, the first thing you realize is you always overpack. Okay, there's this guy called Round the World Paul. Have you seen RTW Paul? You should see it when you get to see it. You guys should see it. RTW Paul goes around the world on a KTM 500 dirt bike.
Okay.
I carry more stuff to the office on the average day than RTW Paul carries around the world. It sometimes feels like. You've seen my bag, right? I bring that 40-liter bag, and it's not 40 liters full, but it is pretty close to because it's laptop hai, and I like to carry backups. So when the rains are about to begin, I'll have a change of clothes. I'll have my raincoats in there, blah blah blah, and the charger kit and medicine kit and all that. So my bags are pretty big. And when I tour, those bags don't get fundamentally larger. So I'm not very bad at this. I'm very efficient with my packing. Then you see RTW Paul. He's going around the world and he's got like 51 liters of luggage. I'm bringing 40 liters home. From home to office every day, yeah. It makes me feel like a
I
fool.
was just wondering if he's doing on a dirt bike. How?
He's got the Moscow Moto kit. So it wraps around the bike. So it's not like mounted into a large house size thing. It's nice. But he's saying reuse everything. So he's saying I'm traveling around the world where I'm going to attend a formal function. So what do I need? I need 2 t-shirts. And he's saying washing is a part of my process because it saves me from having to carry umpteen pairs of underwear. He says it's my process. But as soon as you realize if you start washing your clothes in the night, you'll very quickly go off natural fabrics like cotton. Because cotton doesn't dry. Synthetics dry. Now all of you will comment saying, oh, but cotton is best for our skin. Yes, for walking around, not for riding. For riding, synthetics work better. That's why the runners don't use cotton t-shirts anymore. They use synthetics. Synthetics absorb more, they stink less, they dry faster, and they stay cleaner, right? Synthetics also happen to pack down much smaller. So when I go to the racetrack, for example, I'll take my leathers. They go in one bag. My pair of boots, they go in one bag. So that's a 30-liter bag for the leathers, back protector and gloves. It's a 20-liter bag for the boots. All the rest of the saman I'm taking goes into a 10-liter bag. And I'll take the 20-liter bag instead so that I have space just in case to add stuff to this if I need to. But that's my full set. What I'm actually carrying outside of what is specific to the racetrack is literally 10 liters of saman, which has got a toothbrush wala saman. It's got one change of clothes because I'm at the racetrack. I'm going to be in the leathers the whole day. What do I need it for? So when you see RTW Paul setup, you're like, खाने का सामान है उसमें, cooking का सामान है, सोने का सामान है, tent है, कपड़े हैं, and the whole thing is like some 50 liters. It's mind-blowing how efficiently you can pack. And most of us overpack. And the trick to this is very simple. Every time you return from a trip, every single trip, right? You're going for the office work also. Look at how many things you never used. And every single iteration, you remove one item that you never used from your packing list.
When are you getting married and having kids, man?
Do the same for your kids. Teach them the same thing. The worst thing I think parents do to their children is try and cater to everything the child is used to at home. Why should it be like that?
Because it's a fun family trip, Shumi.
It's a learning opportunity for the child. It's a learning opportunity for the child.
You cannot take 3 more books with you. It's a damn holiday, all right?
If you're going to take 3 books with you, just get them a Kindle or an iPad or something, yeah. There is parent mode in all of these devices where you can lock what the device will do.
What about that journal in which they want to note down their vacation for their...
It's a piece of paper and a pen. Get them a piece of paper and a pen when they need it. Why does it have to be a notebook? You can always put it together later.
Okay, for the people with families and kids and who want to travel in cars, you can be more relaxed about it.
See, in a car, you've got as much space as you're willing to use. This is not an issue for cars at all. And kids do not belong on motorcycles. So if I had a child, a 10-year-old like he does, and I wanted to go on a motorcycle trip, child is not coming. Child is taking a flight and coming to destination. Then we are parking the bike
Or
and doing a holiday.
in a car.
Yeah, there's no point. I might as well be alone for 2 days, arrive at the destination, go to the airport, receive sun, go around whatever doing together. Please fly back and I will take my motorcycle and see you in 2 days.
So coming back to talking about traveling with cars, and talking about packing, my only advice is pack smaller. I mean, you can have your big, large suitcases with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But have smaller bags as well, which you can transfer stuff into, right? So you're not always shuffling around with the big stuff, big heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And there's less for you to dig through. You know what's needed when.
Yeah.
So you kind of break it down that way, right?
Yeah.
So
always.
Yeah?
I think you should just do it by default. Okay. Everybody in your family who is operating luggage should know which bag has to be opened for what, should be fairly obvious, even if it means a lot of small bags. So sometimes when I have a pannier, for example, on my Ducati, The pannier will have one decathlon bag in it. In that bag are a bunch of pouches.
Correct.
So if somebody else is going through that pannier, I don't have to tell them to find that. I have to tell them the green pouch has what you're looking for, or the orange one has what you're looking for.
Correct.
So you don't open my bag and go through everything. You're saying, oh, you need the medical kit. That's usually the red pouch. It'll be right in the front. Oh, you need the sunscreen. I never use sunscreen. So you need the sunscreen. Okay, it's in the toilet kit, which is not needed till the night. So it'll be the blue pouch. It'll be at the bottom and the back.
Superb.
Yeah, if you need the laptop, it'll always be as close to the bike so that the weight is as close to the bike as possible. Right? So it'll be on the non-exhaust side and it'll be placed at the back of the pannier.
Got it.
Right? And obviously a laptop is in a sleeve of some sort. So I've never been able to damage a laptop like this. But you know exactly where to point this. And if, say, you, your wife and kids are traveling, if you and your wife know what bag needs to be opened for what, and it's all compartmentalized in the first place, it's awesome. Right? I've seen a lot of people, including the journalists we used to travel with so often, basically throw stuff into a suitcase. And then they're rifling through the whole thing trying to find it, which means your iron clothes are getting creased.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a chance that a toilet kit will leak and then it'll go everywhere. People who carry alcohol, because everything is not segregated and you've not thought through that I carry alcohol a lot in my bag. So I have not put it in waterproof pouches first. The grey pouches I use a lot, they're waterproof, for example.
Okay.
So I know that if, for example, the the perfume bottle breaks in my bag, okay, I'm not into alcohol, so this is not a problem for me. So
I didn't know you were into perfumes either, man.
No, so I carry some because other people want to smell me at some point or the other, you know how things are. So if the perfume bottle were to break, okay, it can only get into the toilet kit. It cannot get anywhere else because everything else is already waterproof. It can leave stains on those pouches, but the pouches won't let the perfume in. My clothes will pick up that smell, but they won't ruin my clothes.
Correct.
And it's just one step, saying, okay, I have to get a pouch. Do I get the cheapest one or should I just get the waterproof one? Do a mix. Have a waterproof pouch in there and keep your emergency clothes in there. How many times on flights have you seen people carry really small bags onto the plane? International trip. I carry a slightly larger bag because there's one full change of clothes in there.
Correct.
Because a toothbrush, toothpaste I can find anywhere. A change of clothes is much harder. So if my bags get lost, I still have a full set of clothes to change into. How much weight did you add? Maybe 1.5 kilos.
Right.
But the convenience that you added, and I've done it for years, where one set of clothes will always be in my carry-on and the rest will go into check-in. And if the check-in gets lost, delayed by 2, 3 or 4 days, which has happened, no crisis.
Correct.
If you'd like to see more content like this, it's on the main MotorInc channel. Like, share, subscribe. There, not here. Okay, here also.